Welcome to Germany. Welcome to the LoRa Live. My name is Schalke Petrina, and I welcome you here in Munich. Thank you, Donna, and thank you to the board members for choosing Germany again after 5 years. Germany is very good in hosting international guests, as we can see right now. And so thank you for that. Thank you for everybody who prepared this event. I guess it was a lot of work the past months. Thank you so much, because it's very important for our ecosystem that we have this platform to develop our business and our use cases. Thank you so much for that, everybody. What I like this time is to welcome also the new faces, the new partners, or all the members, the new members from the LoRa Alliance. It's very important for us that this ecosystem will grow further, because now it's really the time of, I would say, of scaling, and therefore I'm very thankful that you are here. And I will welcome also my colleagues from the globe, from US, Middle East, from Europe, from Denmark, from everywhere. So I'm very happy. So there are many colleagues here. So it's some kind of small business event, a business company event for us. So especially tonight. Tonight, as you know, Germany will play against Hungary. So we will have a wonderful team meeting this night. Yes. So I want to present you or give you an insight why LoRaWAN was a game changer for our group. I think this is a very interesting story, and maybe this is also an inspiring story for you, for your business, and for your organization. ZENNER. First of all, ZENNER is a family-owned company. LoRa-ZENNER Group is owned by a family in Stuttgart. Our group has approximately 5,000 employees, and we are dedicated to water. Water is the liquid of life, as you know, and as we know, it becomes more and more important for everybody of us, because the shortage of water is really a tremendous fact we have to face. And we as ZENNER, we are providing solutions to save water, and this is, I would say, a very important contribution from our organization, that we can help to save our planet. And this is the purpose of our company, do sustainable solutions who really contribute to what we are facing. And I'm proud of that, and every time when I'm asked from my children, what are you doing the whole day? Then in the past it was difficult to explain, because I was in finance. But now I have a very simple answer to that, and this is, I try to save the world, what we are doing together. And this is really something we should always have in mind, that this is really more than just producing water meters or doing IoT. And that's all about what our motivation from our whole group is, to provide this kind of services where we can really have physically and digital solutions to contribute on that. And very interesting is that this year we have our anniversary. We have 100 years ZENNER. So 100 years before we started to produce water meters. So we are very proud. And the last 10 years I was with ZENNER. I would say the last 8 years was tremendous and fast. As you can see here, there are some water meters, typically water meters, but many of these water meters are just mechanical ones. But then we have also other ultrasonic water meters, which are electronic, but of course maybe there's no communication module inside. So that was the past, but I think this is the main story what happened in the last 8 years. Before I come to the last 8 years, you have to understand, you know that we start in the early 60s to establish our water meter business around the globe. Today, ZENNER is selling water meters in more than 100 countries. So we are really a global company from the very early, and now we have also our subsidiaries all around the world. We are not a big company, but we are very good located all over the world. And so this is also very interesting how this could develop in the past. And this is now the base also for our solutions and also the challenge to have LoRaWAN solutions all over the world. As we know, there are some local differences. And to overcome this is not always easy, but this is the thing what we are doing. But coming back to the past 8 years, because this is the very important thing and why I want to tell you. In 2016, we are facing the situation that in Europe, the EED, the European Energy Directive, was on the way. And that means we understood that something will happen now with the sustainability topic. And in that time, our owners, our family owners, Lehman, take a major decision. And the major decision was that we have to change our readout technology. The way we are reading out the meters, sometimes manually, or even with other technology, was not sufficient for the future. And that was the major change in our strategy. So we decided in 2016, and that's 8 years ago, that we have to totally rework that. And so we tried to find out what is the right technology for our group. And the idea was maybe it's NB-IoT or it's Sigfox. In 2015, we elevated that, and but this did not fulfill our requirements because our main business is inside of a building, sometimes deep indoor, and that's the reason why we thought that's not a good idea going with that technology. So we take the decision to go for LoRaWAN. And that was very, in the beginning we thought, okay, now we have taken this decision, that's it. But then the journey began. So we started, by the way, 2016 we joined the LoRa Alliance for the first time, it's a LoRa Group. And from that on, we started to also, with a lot of partners, some of them are here, we started to work on our hardware. First of all, we changed the hardware that we are able to have LoRaWAN communication modules on the hardware. And this was the first step, that was 2016. Then later on, we thought maybe if we have our hardware as we are used to produce and sell hardware, that's it. Then we figured out that this is definitely not will not work because in Germany there was no telco providing LoRaWAN. And this was a problem because we already have taken the decision that we have to change something, and we had approximately 13.5 million devices in the field to be turned into that LoRaWAN. So the next decision we have taken was that we have to think about a LoRa network server, a LoRaWAN network server, an LNS. And of course, we hadn't any competence on that. So we start to find out who could be the one who help us. So we invested into TrackNet, we invested into smart makers, we invested into ZENNER IoT solutions. And actually, we found what we need. We found our own LoRaWAN network server. And so we had the chance to bring in the competence to to our group. And this was also a major step, having a LoRaWAN network server, which is able to provide our specific requirements, because we need to have all the data from the deep indoor, from many buildings, as we are also doing the heat cost allocation in Europe and in Germany, or in Middle East we do the cooling building. So you need to have this data on a regular basis from inside of a building. That's different to have also a different situation for the LoRa network server, because you have many devices in one building, because every tenant has at least 2 water meters, maybe a smoke detector, and a heat meter, or maybe electricity meter. So the idea was to have a technology, hardware and software, which is able to collect all the data and many devices. So that's the reason why we get into that. And then the next step, we found out, okay, there's no telco in Germany, so we have to do it as well on our own. But first of all, we have to solve the problem, where do we get all these gateways from? In the end, we take the decision to produce our gateway in cooperation with Gemtech. Gemtech is also, with LoRaWAN, is also a gold sponsor here. And so we started the cooperation with TrackNet and LoRaWAN on the gateways. But now we have different gateways from ZENNER. And so this is also something we brought into our group by cooperation, by investing time and capital. But this was very important, because today we have many of that gateways in the field, and they are collecting all the data. And finally, so we had the hardware, we had the gateway, the LoRa network server, and as you heard, we had also some software applications, as we have seen the solution presented before from Stromnetze Hamburg. This is also software, middleware, and application and apps, what we also brought into our company, because this is, of course, always necessary. As we heard in the beginning, you need to have a full solution. It's not a technology thing, it's really an end-to-end solution is necessary. So that was the journey, the more or less the technology journey of ZENNER, because ZENNER is within our group, Brunata Minol-ZENNER, the technology manufacturer and supplier for the whole group. And this was very impressive, and this technology change also was a change in our culture. Because of this, all this new stuff, all these new technologies, these new people, these innovative people, these startup people, IT people, that was the reason why our culture also changed very strong. And now we are a group. We developed very fast, as you heard, on the technology level. But now we are the biggest LoRaWAN network provider. We have more than 7.4 million sensors, and I think it's now 50% of what we want to do. So we have still something to go, what we have already in the field to replace. But on the other side, we see our business opportunities in Germany, in Europe, in the world, they are rising. So we started in Germany and Austria. Then Brunata International was acquired. So we deployed also this technology to Brunata and Europe. And we have also now other countries and other regions and continents. So now we are in more than 15 countries already. And these numbers will grow day by day, country by country, and globally. So I think it's worth to have an applause for this unbelievable number, isn't it? because we have to also understand that our group is a family-owned small company, and so we don't have these kind of budgets to do some experiments. So it's really every day the talk to our shareholder, and he wants to know that every cent is invested very well, as we know. Yeah. So therefore, it's really very impressive what happened in the 8 years. But on the other side, we have to say the family business has one big advantage compared to others. They always think in the long term. They think about the next generation. They don't think in quarters. And that's the reason why it was possible to change our organization, to bring in people. And on this moment, I have to say thank you very much, Boris Stöckermann. Because maybe you don't know it, but Boris, 8 years ago, he was the first guy in our organization, and he stepped into, together with Hartmut Ritter. Where is Hartmut Ritter? And he stepped into our organization, and on the next day he was flying to USA to the LoRa Alliance all members meeting. So thank you very much, Boris, for your contribution, but also he is always, as you know him, everybody knows him, he is an innovation engine for everything, and he is the one who gives us the pushes we need to change. And he was also every time part of getting in touch with new partners, which were now very important for our group. Thank you. And another thing which changed a lot, and this is something you heard that before, we came from a production perspective, water meters or a heat cost allocation billing service. But now we are into smart buildings, we are into smart cities, and we are also in industry. We have customers, totally different sectors where we are providing solutions. And that was possible because we did that change. Of course, this change is still an ongoing process. A company with 100 years old tradition, you cannot change in 8 years. It's still a long run, but this is something what we want to do, to go into that. But after 8 years, we can really see the results. We are here. We are present in all these sectors. We have grown to an unbelievable number. 8 years ago, nobody could imagine that. It's unbelievable what happened there. So, but one thing which is crucial, what we learned in the 8 years, it's that the LoRaWAN transformation was just a tipping point, was a kickstart to change things, to also change the way of thinking. But one thing is really crucial is you can't do such a transformation on your own. It's not possible. You need to bring in new people, new partner to be able to change that. And that's what we did, and I'm very happy about it. And many people are also here today, and we are still looking for further partners, because this is now, I would say, we are in the middle of whatever. But there's so much things we can do more. And that's the reason why the ecosystem is really very important. And we, internally and externally, we have a motto for that. The motto is better together. And this is something what is really part of our strategy, but also part of our culture and part of our communication. And so for me, this is something what we live and what we want to continue on that, and that's the reason why we are here. And we want to get in touch with many other potential partners, customers, and so on. So therefore, always please consider ecosystem landscape is really crucial. Okay, so this was the ZENNER, how we developed on the technology side, how we developed in the markets and countries and verticals. But what's beyond IoT and LoRaWAN? And I'm so happy and so proud that we already did that step. Because due to the massive data we have now from our sensors, we have millions of sensors, we have 100,000 of gateways, and we have, I don't know, trillions of data now from everywhere in the world. And this is something what I dreamed about many years ago. We should have data, and if we have data, we can do much more on that. And that's the reason why we started 5 years ago. We established an own consulting company, which is focusing on data-driven solution. And now we are combining our consultancy company for data-driven solution with Brunata Minol-ZENNER LoRaWAN data. And for example, we are using that because we have so many gateways and devices in the field. All this data, the status data from the gateway, offline, online, what messages are from the gate, we are using that, and then we are identifying patterns and anomalies detection. So we know exactly before the device or gateway breaks down, we know it upfront. And we are bringing this information with machine learning technology to a specific point, and then automatically we are generating a maintenance order for the field service. And this is something which is necessary, as we heard before. You need to have a service concept. If you don't have a service concept, it's not possible to run such a fleet of IoT devices. So I'm very proud to have that, and you should be very curious on what LPDG will present tomorrow afternoon by Ranjit. And you have the chance also to talk to Matthias Hinkelmann, which is my managing director colleague. We both are the managing directors together with Mr. Lehmann on this area, and we as ZENNER, we see that there's a real big demand rising up now, that utilities, but also others, are interested, what should I do with these data? And that's the reason why we are promoting ZENNER AI, powered by LPDG, powered by Lehmann Pioneers Digital Group, and to show our customers what we can do with data. And also to link to our partner Snowflake, which is also here. Snowflake is very famous now as a cloud provider for analytics and for data processing. This is also something which we can't do on our own. This is also a partnership we need to help customers to get to the next level. Okay. As I told you, so our strategy is, our mission is to provide, as Brunata Minol-ZENNER, products and services and intelligent solution for sustainable future, which resources, efficiency and quality of life count more than ever, and we are really ready at that point to support that in many different verticals. This is what we are doing, and I really think that the combination of hardware, globalization, software, and also consulting and data-drivenness, this is something where we can really bring added value to our customers. And as we heard before, they want to have a solution to solve the problem or to solve a pain. And this is what we want to do and what we are doing right now very well all around the world. Okay, so visit us at the marketplace, please. There in the entrance, I have seen there's a very nice team there waiting for you, talking to you about ZENNER AI. LPDG is also tomorrow there, already there. So I'm looking forward to talk to you, to exchange with you, to meet new people, meet new partnerships. So thank you very much. And we know that IoT and LoRaWAN is always something to do with better together. We have to do that together, and that's the reason why we are here. So thank you very much. I would really, I hope that we will have some time tonight also with the football, and hopefully there are many supporters for Germany here. Yeah. So thank you very much.